I have here for you today a property claim summary from USAA. It is for the replacement of your roof from damage to a recent storm. Now this here I'm going to be using for an example, but we did block out some of the information there for the privacy of our previous customer. But we're going to be going over thoroughly over the roof and kind of breaking down in detail for you how to go through it so you understand it. And here's the USAA claim summary for the property damage. And usually one of the first pages is going to go ahead and have the information for the property, the homeowner, and then also for the adjuster. And then as you go further down, you'll see on there, it'll have a price list on there. It'll have the date, the storm. You see right there pointing out to the price list. And that shows right there for the pricing to be generated for the Xactimate estimate. That's what they use for their software, so everything's accurate. And they may need to be adjusted later depending on when the work is actually done. And then some of the other items on there, it'll go into date inspected and date of loss, etc. And then as we go further down in that page, it'll say summary for dwelling. Now that's going to give you a summary of all the costs associated with this claim. Now towards the top, you'll see the total line item of $13,637.70. That is for the total project. So if you have roof, gutters, anything else, that's going to be your total right there. And then the line item right below that is a sales tax. And that sales tax is specific for your region, for your city. So in this case, it's 7.63%. Now, we did the roof on this property, so the roof only, the roof total, is $13,238.97. And then we'll go ahead and show it just in a little bit and on a different page and kind of explain how we got to that number. But the roof total is 97% of that total dwelling amount. So the tax was $376.34, as I'm pointing there, and then with the 97% is $365.05. So that is a tax for the roof only. So when we add the roof and the tax, our grand total is $13,604.02. And I say grand total, but don't get confused. That is not the total amount yet. There's a few items missing in this summary, one being the permit. Now, once we go ahead and complete the work, we will supplement the insurance for that permit fee and the other items and go ahead and get those approved. Now, let's go ahead and go to the next page. This is the page that shows a summary for the roof replacement approved by the insurance company. And on there, you can see various line items, 1 through 11. Now, each of those is going to go in detail basically on what your roof has. On this one here, you see line item 1, removal of the shingles. And then on 2, you'll see the type of shingle, the laminated composite shingle with the felt. And some of these other items like drip edge, ridge cap, valley metal, detached reset vents, those are all associated with the roof as far as the flashing pipe jacks, exhaust caps, roof vents. And then on this one also is a steep roof. So you'll see the removal and an additional charge for the steep roof. Now, some roofs may have less, some may have more. It's all going to dictate on the size and the type of roof that you have. But then if you look up here, remember we're describing replacement cost value and then actual cash value. Now this is the total cost, not including tax yet, for the roof. And this is the exact same amount we had in the previous page. Now this is the amount that the insurance at $10,657.20, the actual cash value of what they pay up front minus the deductible. They're holding back the depreciation. This depreciation amount, if you look here, this is what they're holding back until the work is completed. So then they're going to issue out the first check when the adjuster comes out. They're going to go ahead and mail for this amount minus the deductible. Now, your responsibility, you're going to go ahead and pay as a deposit to the contractor to begin the work, the ACV amount plus your deductible amount, because they subtract your deductible from the claim, so then you have to pay the contractor to make up for that cost. And then once the work is completed, we're going to go ahead and invoice for the depreciation and any supplements. In this case, it'd be the permit would be added to that. They would release those other payments to you to pay for the remaining of the work. And then in the end, you will be paying this amount plus any supplements, again, the permit. So that'll be approved at the end. All right, I want to bring a point of clarity to the deductible and the actual cash value, the ACV amount, just so that way we're clear and there's no misunderstanding. So on this amount was a page I had previously, the ACV for the roof only, the $10,657.20. Now here is the actual cash value for the total job, everything plus the roof. So you can see it's $11,314.48. Now the deductible on this claim is $1,000. So the initial check is $10,314.48. So you can see that's actually less than the ACV for the roof, but when you add in your deductible, what you're going to pay to the contractor, is going to make that up and cover that difference. The purpose of this video was to give you more of a basic understanding of the loss summary from your insurance company. Now this here is just for the roof replacement only. And then we just kind of went over some of the items in there, just kind of more in detail. But then also on this one here, this is not the final. This is the original claim summary from your insurance company. We still need a supplement for the permit that needs to be added on there, and then also for present day pricing that they will go ahead and adjust. Now once that's been finalized, they will go ahead and update this summary and then send out a revised one showing those changes so we could have accurate numbers for the invoice.